So is it that you people didn't arrest them? You didn't exchange fire with them? You negotiated with them? And you left them to go like that so that they will go ahead and kidnap another person, just like they have done?
My people, things they happen for this Nigeria. My people, a lot of people don't finally they ask Tinubu wey come outside to come let us know, say they don't release the people where they kidnap. Now the people they talk say, how they release these people? Because there is a trending video where the bandit people they talk say they negotiate, the government, Nigerian government negotiate with them before they feel release the people where we say they kidnap. The students where we say they kidnap. Right now, people they talk say, if Tinubu and the regime, they get contact, they get connection with the bandit people, why are they not arresting them? Why are they not arresting them? Why we never say they sentence anyone? I mean, the law is not made for these people. I mean, this law not reach where the bandits people they we no understand. Because Tinubu let us to understand, say, they don't finally go release the girls. How they can release the girls? The army people enter inside the forest to go arrest the bandits. I mean, the bandits people escape before they reach the forest. Maybe say they come pack the girls, they come out. Now, people they talk, say the bandits people make video, let us understand, say, those girls, when we say that the people when they kidnap, that the government are finally negotiate. Now, people are now asking questions that why they not arrest those bandits? But because those bandits are making videos on TikTok. Those bandits there for social media. Why be say we never yet see they arrest anyone when we say won't confess among them? That means say all this kidnap matter now business within the Nigerian government and the bandits people. Say all these things what they do am for their own selfish benefit to punish innocent Nigerian citizens. My people don't settle. People they ask of say this law when I create for Nigeria now for only the innocent citizen. Now this law made for it not reach where the bandits people they because now they go inside forest go they negotiate with the bandits people. How come on I know they arrest them? Okay, Tinubu.
So is it that you people didn't arrest them? You didn't exchange fire with them? You negotiated with them? And you left them to go like that so that they will go ahead and kidnap another person, just like they have done? So, I mean, I shudder in righteous disbelief at what is truly happening in Nigeria as we speak. You left them. You left the criminals, the bandits. You negotiated with them. As what? As business partners? They released 24 people in Kebbi. Yes, good. As what? And you didn't arrest them. So is it that you just negotiate with them and they leave the people like that? Was ransom paid? Wait. Should the government even be negotiating in a case where the government is supposed to have the superior firepower? And even after the negotiation, when are they going to be brought to book? So is it that as they release the people freed, now that they are not going to face justice? I mean, is that the case? I mean, because I don't... Can somebody explain these things to me? I mean, am I being stupid? So is it that the people that went to pick up people in Kebbi and kept them in the bush against their will for a couple of days, the government would just say, oh, we negotiated with them and they released the people? Is that it? No justice, no accountability? Is that it? These are actual criminals and they perpetrated a crime. But the same government has jailed Nnamdi Kanu for life imprisonment for inciting violence. But the same people that kidnapped, took people against their will, the government just had the temerity to come out and say, oh, we negotiated with them, and once they released the people, so once they released the people, that was it, right? I mean, I think maybe I'm not here well. I'm not here well. I'm sorry. So, is that it? Is that it? So you come and you say, oh, you negotiated with them, and that's the end of it, right? I think I'm probably stupid. Maybe I didn't hear very well when Mr. Onanuga talked about it. And other people too have been released in that same fell swoop. So is it the negotiation that went on, or we actually engaged with them? So, wait a minute. When some bandits were caught on camera saying that we're close to the government and we'll stop when they tell us to stop, so does that make any sense now? Because if the government says they just waltz in and they negotiated with bandits and they removed and they released the people, but I would have thought there should be consequences, there should be a firefight, there should be, or is the government going to go back and, airstrike those people? I mean, I don't make it make sense to me. At the same time, America is calling us all sorts of names. So if the government can negotiate with these bandits and get people back, so does it mean that even if America gives us support, military support, how are we going to tackle the same people we negotiate with? Because if you can just say, oh, we negotiated, we got them back, and
good news about the 24 schoolgirls abducted from the government girls secondary school in Maga, Kebbi State, who regained their freedom on Tuesday. Although details of the rescue operation remain sketchy, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in a statement, commended security agencies for the rescue efforts and expressed relief that all 24 girls have been accounted for. He also directed security agencies to intensify operations to free the remaining students still being held in captivity in Niger State. Well, here is the moment. The Kebbi schoolgirls regained their freedom.
I, Brigadier General M. Jima, the Commander, 1 Brigade Nigerian Army, for the past 9 days, concerted efforts have been made by all the security agencies and the Nigerian Army to rescue the school children of government secondary school, government girls secondary school, Maga, in Delco Forest, in Bagega, in Anka local government area of Zamfara State. Thank you.
My name is Zainab Polo from SS3A.
Okay. Student of?
GGCS Manager.
Okay. Number 1, Kenango?
Yes. Fatima Sadism from SS2A.
Okay. Number?
Mariams.
Number what?
3. Mariams.
Okay.
JSS3. Number 8. Maria Elias from SS3A. Number 10, Jamila Elias, SS3A.
23. 24. Is there another person? Is there just 24 of you?
Yes.
Okay, today's date is 25th, right?
Yes.
Well, this is the second major rescue in just days. First, 38 Kwara worshippers, now 24 Kebbi schoolgirls. The question now is, with over 250 victims still in captivity in Niger State, will this momentum continue, or are these rescues just the low-hanging fruit while the real challenge remains ahead? And I'll take Mazier's tweet. He wrote on X, when Tinubu tweeted that the girls have been rescued without telling us where and how, I knew something fishy had happened. You rescued the kidnapped girls and you didn't kill the abductors nor arrest anyone in the process of rescuing them. Not even a single gun
battle. It's obvious Tinubu negotiated with terrorists as usual and paid to release them. The worst situation is that these terrorists will still be alive and around to abduct more people, and more peace deals and ransom negotiations will be held. Meanwhile, a startling new video has emerged suggesting that the Nigerian government and the terrorists who abducted the students in Kebbi negotiated a deal in order to secure their release. In the clip, one of the armed men is heard asking the girls about a military jet that flew over the forest where they were being held. We could also hear the girls say they can't count how many jets flew above them while they were in the forest. One of the armed men then says the government had to negotiate and ask the girls about their conditions while they were in captivity, to which they respond that the abductors did not leave them hungry and did not assault them. Then another armed man tells the girls that they will get them back safely to their parents and that they are doing this based on the deals negotiated. Now, this footage surfaced shortly after the Kebbi State Governor, Nasir Idris, and the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Metawale, revealed that no ransom was paid, with the governor saying that the Kebbi State government did not pay a kobo, neither did the federal government. Ayo, of course, we've seen this reaction, and I wanted to play up that video because it's been circulating on social media. I reached out to our correspondent in Kaduna State, who confirmed that that actual video, those people were the terrorists who kidnapped the girls, and actually did say that there was negotiation. There was a peace deal that occurred.
All right, so if the government is maintaining the fact that they didn't pay ransom, according to the Kebbi State Governor, then what happened? Nigerians deserve to know, and we've been saying this for a long time. The reason is that if there were negotiations that were done, number one, it means that the government knows where these bandits are, where these terrorists are, number one. Number two, it means that if then some people are now acting as mediators between the terrorists or the bandits and the government. Number three is that have we changed our policy with regards to how we relate with terrorists, whereby there is a standard we do not negotiate with terrorists? Is this the new policy direction of this administration? And there are many dangers around this. Number one, if ransom were paid, despite what has been said, it means that we are creating an economy for terrorism, bandits and criminals in Nigeria. We are funding their lifestyle and we're perpetuating their crime because they now have more money to buy more arms and have more money to continue, and it also encourages others to go into this, because if there are no consequences, if at the end of the day what happens if I go to abduct people is that I'll get government attention, they will come and negotiate with me, nobody will be killed, nobody will be arrested, and what is the deterrent for me to take up a life of criminality? We're talking about ways to discourage these acts from continuing, and yet what we see is mollycoddling, kids' gloves in handling criminals. And this is dangerous because if we don't deal with this, it means that we have not seen the end of terrorism and banditry. What it just means is that there will be a piece of ceasefire for a period, and then afterwards, when they feel like there's not enough money, or they want to gain the attention of the government again, they go on an abduction spree, and then we dispatch another Minister of Defense to another area to lead these negotiations. We cannot, as a nation, continue to negotiate with terrorists and bandits. The government must be seen and must do what it needs to do to ensure that Nigerians do not continue to live in fear and terror, because it can happen again and again and again. Absolutely. Kudos, but this kudos is with comma, because there are a lot of unanswered questions and Nigerians deserve answers.
Absolutely. A lot of unanswered questions, and you're absolutely right. Nigerians deserve answers. Meanwhile, amid the efforts to rescue kidnapped victims, terrorists struck again in the Isapa community in Ekiti local government area of Kwara State, abducting 11 residents, including a pregnant woman, 2 nursing mothers, and several young children. According to reports, the gunmen, numbering more than 20, stormed the community with a large herd of cattle on Monday, firing shots indiscriminately and hitting an elderly woman with a stray bullet. A community leader confirmed that 11 people were abducted, with 7 victims belonging to the same family. Eyewitness account revealed that the attackers moved through parts of the town, leaving bullet holes in walls and doors, with expended AK-47 shells found shattered across the community after the gunmen fled. The latest attack comes just 2 weeks after gunmen struck the Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku, in the same local government area, kidnapping 38 worshippers who were later released. Well, this is deeply troubling. Just days after celebrating the rescue of 38 church worshippers from the same local government area, the terrorists have struck again, and in the same LGA. Now, if additional security forces were deployed to Kwara after the church attack, how did over 20 armed bandits move through the community with a herd of cattle, fire shots indiscriminately, and escape with 11 victims, including children as young as 5 years old? Now, the question is, are security forces just rescuing hostages while doing nothing to prevent new attacks? Well, presidential spokesman Bayo Ononuga, who was on our nightly news program Primetime on Monday, revealed that the Department of State Services and the military contacted the terrorists to secure the release of the 38 worshippers abducted from the Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku, Kwara State, using a non-kinetic approach. Let's take a look.
The DSS and the military were involved in the rescue efforts. They have a way of contacting them.
You mean they pay the money?
Not paying them. The security people, they know all the bandits that operate in that axis. They know them. So,
what about their location? Is that known as well?
They know. I don't want to talk about the way they do their work, but I said they know all the gangsters operating along that route.
So why can't they destroy them before they go and attack these places? I don't understand why they have to come and wait.
Collateral damage. Look, our people are living around where they operate. So you can't just go there. Look, something happened some years ago in, I think, Borno State. Ran. Even somewhere, I think Sokoto or so, when the military thought they had the right satellite connection or something, that they went to bomb somewhere, only to find out.
Yes, we had.
They bombed the wrong people.
Yeah.
And they need to be very careful that in the course of chasing these bandits, you don't go and bomb innocent Nigeria.
Yeah, but you just said they know where they are.
I said no. They know where they operate.
Well, there it is. The government admits it's negotiated with terrorists. I mean, putting a phone call through, while Ononuga insists no ransom was mentioned and claims the terrorists cooperated. The bigger question is, if security forces can track, contact, and negotiate with these criminals, why can't they arrest them before they strike? And that was the question Charles Anyogo asked Bayo Ononuga yesterday. I mean, he cannot be talking for the security forces, but he's speaking on behalf of the presidency. So he's well briefed. And this is the angst. But, you know, like they said, the United States is coming in to do this collaboration and have these, technical, advanced, communication measures that may help. But this is the angst in Nigeria, Dr. Abati. Why can't they kill them before they strike?
Well, the simple editorial point is the point that has always been made by the Nigerian government itself, namely that terrorists, bandits, insurgents are criminals. And we have laws in this country. The responsibility of government includes enforcing the law. When you don't enforce the law, you create a ridiculous situation whereby you promote the ecosystem, the quasi-economy that is being promoted by bandits and terrorists. In the case of the Kebbi girls, the girls from the government comprehensive secondary school in Maga, you saw the bandits saying, oh, they cut a deal with the federal government. What is a deal? In the case of the 38 women from the CAC church in Eruku, Kwara State, were being told that the Department of State Services knows them, and they just told them to become like Father Christmas. But we know that in reality, these bandits, these terrorists, they are not Father Christmas. They are into this business because they make money from it. Now, if they make money from it, then it will mean that government is helping their sub-economy. and invariably abdicating his responsibility and putting lives and property at risk. That is not good enough. However, it's not an argument that will be appealing to the families of the persons involved. Whether it's in Eruku, Kwara State, or it is in Maga, in Kebbi State, or even in Niger State, what the families involved will say is that they are happy to have their people back. In Kebbi, for example, Mr. Maruku, I think that's his name, Makuku, Mr. Makuku, vice principal of that school, died. Now his family is wrong-footed. The family will have said, even if they had to pay ransom, they would have preferred that the man was alive. You know, so it's a double-edged kind of conversation, but the important thing is for government to secure lives and property and make sure that we are all safe. The commercialization of terrorism is what you pointed out, namely that after some people are rescued, you have another incident, as is the case in Kwara State, in Ishapa community, where more persons have also been adopted. I'm sure in another few days, they too will be released once either the state government or the federal government does the needful. Some people should not be making money on the top of others. All of us, as the president said, must see Nigeria as a place of safety.
Absolutely.
And the responsibility of the administration is to make this place safe for all of us, not to pay ransom, not to say we will engage in a deal or make phone calls to bandits.
Right.
They give chieftaincy titles to terrorists in this country.
Unacceptable.
In Katsina,
Completely.
one bandit.
It's a bandit
He was given
a
chieftaincy title by the community, and people attended. Now, where was the Nigerian state? The Nigerian state should have gone there to arrest everybody.
Absolutely.
But they give them chieftaincy title. They give them jollof rice. They give them ashwebi.
And they have the Operation Safe Corridor program. Well, I'll take some more reactions. Adebanji wrote on X, somebody should please help us understand what is really happening in this country. At this point, it feels as if bandits are more powerful than the government and more important than ordinary Nigerians. Every day, our leaders come out to repeat the same lines. We know their hideouts. We know their location. We know who they are. Even the defense minister said they have located where the Kebbi girls are being held, yet nothing is being done. So what exactly is going on? How can a country openly admit it knows where criminals are, but still fail to act? Is it weakness, compromise, corruption, or something deeper that they are not telling us? Well, President Tinubu's special advisor on media, Sunday Dare, wrote on X that President Tinubu has ordered a total security cordon over the forest in Kwara State following the recent kidnappings and terrorist activities. Sunday Dare wrote in part, President Tinubu directed the Air Force to expand its air surveillance across the innermost parts of the forest in Kwara State, where it is believed the terrorists are hiding. They are to maintain a 24-hour surveillance and link up with the boots on the ground. This order equally applies to the Kebbi and Niger States axis, where many are expected to be rescued. Communities are also urged to provide timely information about strange movements and activities to aid the work of the security forces. Meanwhile, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has proposed sanctions for government officials who negotiate ransom payments with terrorists. Kalu spoke on Tuesday during a special session on national security, saying that a legislative move to prohibit ransom negotiation would help in addressing insecurity. Let's take a look.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, despite strong anti-kidnapping laws like life imprisonment, death penalty for kidnapping, the practice continues because it is alleged that government entities negotiate with bandits and pay ransom. That is one of the things that the House must investigate. Security analysts confirm that amnesty deals and peace negotiation, they legitimize violence. They embolden armed groups and undermine rule of law. The legislative solution required there is to ban unstructured amnesty negotiation and ransom payment by any government entity. Mandate criminal justice enforcement over expediency.
Ban ransom payment by any government official. Bimbai, I'd love to bring you into this conversation. I'd like your assessment of everything.
My people, now the video now on a new watch finish so. On a see what Apple for inside the video. All right, my people. I would like to end the video for you. Make una let me know waiting on a thing for the comment section. And if una never subscribe, make una subscribe so that una not go miss any latest gist way I dey upload. Now bye bye till I come on away next time. Bye guys, catch you in the next video. Bye guys.